Welcome to a brand new episode of Girl, Geek, and Gay, the show that restructures entire sentences when it doesn't know how to pronounce a word.
I do that. Fuck you.
I do it too.
Okay. We do that.
I'm Jose, and with me as always is the lovely Jaime.
Hello.
And the beautiful Stephanie.
Hello.
How you guys doing today?
Doing well.
Yes. I'm over this weather though, I do have to say. And it's weird because I'm normally really into like cloudy, rainy weather. I love it. But I feel like it's been going on way too long. Like way too long. On a serious note about vitamin D, right? Like, you don't realize how much you don't get it.
Look, man, they have pills for that.
No. I never said that. I said how much you don't get it. Okay? I'm just saying, you don't get enough vitamin D. You really start to feel it. You know, honestly, like there's some emotion. Stop being gross. There's definitely like I'm kind of an anxious person. I try not to.
And vitamin D calms it down, right?
It does. It helps. You know, you gotta absorb the vitamin D to be able to relax you. But there's just been a lack of sunlight, except for yesterday, which decided to be like 80 fucking degrees out of nowhere. And I was out traveling for work, and it was crazy hot. Like it was so weird. I got home and I thought I had a fever. I was like, what is going on? But
that's on brand.
I know. I was already thinking, I'm like, shit, I'm gonna have to call out again. Bitch. No, but I'm feeling it. Like I really need. And then I've been actively walking. Like I'm trying to really get ready for Japan because we're going to Japan in June, and I want to be ready to walk because I know it's going to be a lot of walking. So I want to go out and walk, and I can't go out and walk because it's either raining or it's too freaking cold. And then the one day that I might be able to go out at a reasonable time, like it was like 80 degrees yesterday. So I've been using my treadmill here at home, but it's like, it gets depressing. Like I need to get the fuck out of here sometimes. It's like work and a gym and home all at the same time. It's just too much over time. So that was my little rant about my I guess depression kind of. No, I don't know. It doesn't
You poor thing.
I just need to get out. And I need to do stuff sometimes, and I can't do stuff if it's raining all the time. So, yeah. How have you guys been?
Good.
Yeah?
I wish I could stay indoors more. I'm outside all the time.
In the rain.
Oh, yeah. I was outside in the rain.
Yeah. I know I'm over here complaining about being under shelter.
He's keeping nice and warm. How you guys doing?
And then my job, they decided I can no longer wear my hoodie because it's not professional, and I look bummy, I guess.
Wait, when you're out doing your work? Like, okay.
So I have to wear...
Do your coworkers listen to this? No, I'm just joking around. No, I'm just joking.
But I've still been wearing my beanies because they never got back to me about that one. Because I'm like, well, my jacket that I got from the company has no hood.
And it's raining.
If I buy the guys' jackets, they're like super big on me. I'm like, I'm going to drown in them. I'm like, I need to carry my car. I need to be safe. So
yeah.
I just been out in the rain.
Buy one of those hats with the colorful umbrellas on top.
I almost did. But
That's
I was
awesome.
like, no, I'm just going to buy a poncho. Or I'm going to have them buy me a poncho.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's been up with you?
No, just working here and there whenever the need arises. I had a moment where there is this company that I'm not a fan of that a lot of guards use, which is this company where they just put a camera up, right? So when we get there, we just show our ID, tell them what we're there for, and they choose to let us in. They operate the gates. There's no one physically there usually. I have gotten into multiple arguments with these people, but this last one kind of really I was so angry. I get there, and I'm just like, they ask me, like, what company do you work for? So I tell them, right? And they're like, okay, but what company? And I'm like, this one, Let's just say trucking company, right?
Right.
I'm like, trucking company. And they're like, okay, well, what are you here to pick up? And I give them the container number, and they're like, no, we don't need the container number. Like, what company are you picking up for? Again, trucking company.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, well, Okay, give me the container number. So I give them the container number, and they're like, oh, you have to pick this one up on the other side. And I'm like, no, because this one is located in this side. There is no entrance to this side from the other side. So I have to come in through this side. And they're just like, oh, well, let me check. So I waited for like a good 15 minutes.
And you're at the gate?
I'm at the gate.
Okay.
Mad as hell. And the security guard finally comes by. He's like, what's going on? I'm like, they won't let me in. So he calls and they're like, oh, he's trying to pick up this container, but this container is from trucking company. And I go, yeah, and I work for trucking company. Mm-hmm. And they're like, but we don't know if you could take it out. And I was like, hold on. So this container you're telling me belongs to trucking company. Mm-hmm. Yes. So it stands to reason that trucking company can take it out, right? Mm-hmm. Yes. I work for trucking company, so I can take it out, right? Yeah. Okay. So can I take it out? I have to double check with my supervisor. I felt like that Patrick meme. The SpongeBob Patrick meme.
Okay.
When he's like, hey, this is your wallet. Uh-huh. I found your driver's license in this wallet. Yeah. So it's your wallet, right? And he's like, no, it ain't mine. That's what I felt like.
Yeah.
I was so angry. I was there for like 25 minutes. Wow. Something that should have taken me less than 5 minutes took me almost 30 at that point. I was so mad.
So what was the reason? I don't even get why they just didn't want to let you in. And you've probably been there before. Because they are not good at
their jobs.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Sounds like fun.
I was so mad.
Right. Crazy. Well, it's over.
But yeah, that was my day. How upset I was at this moment.
Oh no, work.
Did you guys watch the Oscars?
No.
Not a fan. Like I don't think I've ever sat through an award show. It just seems so boring.
And some people do events around it, which is cool. Your work event was kind of themed like that, or no? Sort of. I just thought about like I don't really same thing. I don't really watch like award shows or anything like that. But there's people do events around like watching the Oscars and stuff like that. But I've never sat there and watched it.
Yeah, so I just recently watched Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, it's really good,
and it dominated at the Oscars.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, it got Best Picture, Best Lead Actress for Michelle Yeoh, Best Director for Daniel Scheinert. Best Film Editing for Paul Rogers. Best Original Screenplay for Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert.
Yeah.
Best Supporting Actress for Jamie Lee Curtis. And Best Supporting Actor with Ke Huy Quan.
It was great.
I probably butchered that.
Yeah. Have you seen Everything Everywhere All?
I have not.
It's a really great movie. I would say it probably became my second like favorite movie of all times. I didn't see it as many times as I wanted, so I might try to pick it up and like actually buy it.
It wasn't available to rent anywhere. I had to buy it.
For the longest, yeah.
No, it's still not.
And then even in theaters, it was a very limited release for some reason. Like you could only watch it at a specific theater at a specific like time, and it would like move, I guess, from theater to theater.
It just traveled?
Yeah, it was like a traveling show almost, But it was really great. Like I liked there are parts of it that went on a little too long for me, and I was like, okay, this could have been like we could have cut this out. Like it didn't have to get. But it does get very like philosophical, really deep movie.
There was a lot of reading in there too, huh?
Was there? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, no spoilers, but yeah. At a certain point, but
What do you mean? Like in the beginning, like the first
I was talking about
20 minutes are just reading.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, it's been a while.
Because they are speaking a different language.
Were they?
Yes.
What language were they speaking?
I'm assuming.
You're racist. That's the problem. No, but it was a great movie. Honestly, I really recommend it. I like those type of like multiversal movies anyway. So definitely check it out.
Yeah, I totally agree. Really good movie.
Did they have a controversy with the poster? Like when the poster originally, the movie poster released. It was very similar to the Doctor Strange movie poster.
Well, they said Doctor Strange copied their poster.
Yeah. There you go. That's right. That's what happened. The only thing is that the posters, I mean, it was like the theme of like a lot of posters at the time. So I feel like generally when posters come out, they're like, or there's a certain art direction. Most of the posters that come out around that time are very similar. So to me, I was like, I don't know if you can really say that. It's just some artist did everything very similarly, but it's still a great movie. Really, really great movie.
Agreed. By the way, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yes, happy
Haven't seen you
birthday.
since. How was it?
It was great. The actual day didn't really do much, which I loved.
Good.
So we did my tradition. We only go to Porto's on my birthday. So that way I could keep it special, because if we go all the time, I'd be like, oh, I'm kind of tired of that.
Yeah.
So we do it on my birthday.
Yeah.
Then played Hogwarts Legacy.
Awesome.
In love with that game. And then went to this ramen bar named Jinya on 2nd and PCH. Super delicious. I recommend it. And then after that, we went to this place on 4th called Coffee Drunk.
Okay.
And then to extend my birthday, which why I couldn't come the last time, we went to Universal Studios to go to Nintendo World.
Oh, how was it?
Oh, I loved it. It was so fun. Except for one of the games did not let me get a key. So I just was like, I don't want to do it again. So they went in and did it for me while I slept on a mushroom. Yeah, I fell asleep.
That sounds ideal.
Yeah.
But so like, what was the? I don't get the games of the keys. Like, what do you do?
So you have to play these games to get keys to go into Bowser Jr.'s castle. I didn't even go in that. I was like, I'm tired.
Yeah,
I'm ready
yeah.
for food. I was waiting for Toad's Cafe.
Yeah.
So you have to have the wristbands in order to get the keys to go into that castle to do. I don't even know what game it is.
Oh wow.
I didn't see it. So
Crazy.
but we got into Toad's Cafe. You have to have a reservation because it gets crowded.
Yeah.
Very,
I would
very
imagine.
quickly.
Yeah.
And the food was so delicious.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
It was really fun. And then I finally got to go to Hogwarts, like Hogsmeade
Yeah.
and all of that. Never been to it.
Nice.
So that was exciting.
I've been wanting to go. I haven't been to Universals in a while.
Yeah.
I think the last time I was at Universal, I had to have been in my, I want to say 20, when I was 20.
There's a lot of I like the rides because they're very different than what you're used to from, like, let's say Knott's or Six Flags or even Disneyland, right? Like I like that they use a lot of technology to enhance like an experience type of thing. I remember one of the first ones that I really enjoyed was the Transformers ride. When that one came out, I was like, man, this is amazing. Like just how immersed you feel in it, because it's like surrounding you. You know, it's not just one small. You know, it's not a cart just in a real world, but it's you go to a whole different world basically. We went to Hogwarts in Universal Orlando. We went to that, and we bolted to that area because we knew it was going to be the busiest, and that was a lot of fun. Like it was a really great ride, too. And I want to go in Mario World. I'm waiting, but it's like, you know, it looks like a lot of fun though.
It was a lot of fun. You got to find Pikmin as well.
Oh, really? Like in the Mario World?
Yeah.
That's cool.
You had to go through these binoculars, and they're one of the stamps to collect. So you have to look in these binoculars to find the little Pikmin. And I was like, oh my gosh. I found them 3 times. I just couldn't find Rosalina.
Wow.
That elusive bitch.
Why is there no Pokemon World still? Like that's
Right.
there was one in Japan, I think, for like a limited time.
Yeah.
And then it's gone, and it's like, how does Pokemon not exist like in a world somewhere, you know? Like it's so big.
Peter would shut it down.
Stop. They're not real though. That'd be kind of cool, like a 3D thing, you know, too, like where you go around catching Pokemon. That'd be really awesome. A lot of people be like falling and stuff like that though.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean, it does sound like a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Going back to one of our previous episodes,
Yeah.
we were talking about E.T.
Uh-huh.
There was another part to it that you were talking
The
about.
magical like
Yeah.
space world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just completely blacked it out. My sister was like, it exists, Stephanie. How do you not remember? I'm like, too many drugs. I forgot.
You don't remember? You just thought you were not there.
I don't remember. I just remember
You remember the good parts.
the good parts, and then it said, bye, Stephanie. I was like,
Yeah.
you creepy bitch. Leave me alone.
I just love the other little alien things that they had, you know, and how you helped them through this.
I don't remember that
I
at all.
loved it. I loved it so much. That's why I was such a kid when I got on that ride, and I always liked the idea of space. And then on top of that, I'm like other creatures in space, you know, and you save them. They're his friends.
No, I don't remember it, but apparently it did happen.
Yeah.
So you're not alone on that
I
one.
actually Googled it after we talked about it. I'm like, am I crazy? Like,
Yes.
I was not crazy. It really did happen. But no, I love the ET ride.
No, I haven't been to Disneyland in even longer, and I've been wanting to because like the edge of the universe, Edge of Tomorrow. What's it called? The Star Wars stuff.
Star Tours?
Edge of something.
I don't think it's called the Edge of anything. Is it?
Pretty sure it is. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was. But it looks cool. You know,
It's really cool.
It's a whole immersive experience. Mm-hmm. It looks awesome, but I just haven't. Have you guys watched The Mandalorian?
No.
I started watching like the season 3.
Yeah.
But I kind of stopped.
I didn't even finish the first episode
Of season 3?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Neither did I.
I think I watched like maybe 10 minutes, and then I realized that I wasn't watching
Galaxy's Edge.
Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah. Yeah. It kind of.
I'm pretty sure I rented that.
Look, I don't know if you're so nasty. So nasty. I think
I almost got a spit take from Rodolfo.
Oh my god. I'm gonna say I think the Boba Fett series kind of burned me out of the show, of Star Wars stuff.
Of that universe.
Yeah, because Boba Fett just.
Yeah, like I hear Andor is the best series, and I couldn't get into it.
Yeah,
and it was largely because of how bad Boba Fett was.
Yeah, did you see Rogue One? No, okay.
No.
There's a lot of Star Wars stuff too. Rogue One was really good, and I'll say it's only I like that it ended. It's just what I'm gonna say. You know, it was a good story, so that's why anything else it does. I'm just like I don't know. Star Wars is Star Wars. It's fine. You know, I don't want to get into. I don't want to keep diving into these worlds and then they don't have any like good story going. You know.
Yeah. And that's been largely the problem with Star Wars for a long time.
Yeah,
I feel like they had the original trilogy was great, and then we had the prequels, which was a lot of political stuff, boring, a lot and terrible acting. And then we had the sequels afterwards, the J.J. Abrams reboot, and then the Rian Johnson one that erased a lot of what J.J. Abrams tried to do in his Star Wars, and then J.J. Abrams came back and tried to erase everything that Rian Johnson tried to do in his Star Wars.
Just like a battle.
Yeah, and it was like what?
Star Wars.
This, yeah, and it totally lost me. Boba Fett was terrible.
Yeah.
It took me forever to get into the Mandalorian. Actually,
yeah, I like Mandalorian. I did like it. But I mean, it is not capturing me enough to sit there and watch season 3. You know, it sucks because I really like Pedro Pascal as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's technically just a voice.
Yeah.
Unless they finally decided that he's going to start taking his helmet off in every
which it doesn't. Too. Oh well, and spoilers. It doesn't seem that way. So
I don't know. I haven't.
Yeah.
I'm not that far. So let's talk about today's show, shall we?
Yeah.
All right. So we got something replacing the workforce.
Oh.
Snyder Bros are at it again.
Oh no.
Beloved Superheroes is getting an Amazon series. We're gonna talk Hogwarts Legacy and Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon.
Of course, we have Pokemon.
Shut up.
Oh, hold on, I got something cool. No.
Okay, Batman.
Yes.
Okay.
The transition.
Oh,
Yeah.
got it.
A startup company called Figure has begun production on humanoid robots.
Yeah. This has been coming for
excited.
a while. Yeah, I mean, sure.
These things they're 5'6", 130 pounds.
That's scary. They're like, yeah, that's scary.
Yeah.
Some people are estimating that these robots are going to start taking over human jobs by the end of the century.
Wow.
That's what, 7 years?
Is it? No, it's not. The end of the century. They're talking about the decade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That 30, wait, no. 60, 67? 70, 77. 77.
What?
77 years.
Oh, okay. 77 years. Yeah, we won't be around. But you were thinking decade before,
I was
right?
thinking
Okay,
decade,
yeah.
right.
No worries. But I saw this video of this humanoid robot, and like it was like a little child size, and and it expresses itself like it's like the wobbling to stand up and stuff like that, you know, and the way it was moving, and it was obviously drawing an emotion, you know, like, oh, a cute little robot thing, you know. But at the same time, it was creepy in the sense of like it's like you're gonna worry. Have you guys ever seen the movie AI?
No.
It had the little kid from The Sixth Sense. I can't remember his name. Oh my god, I cried so much during that movie. By the way, it was a really good movie, but it's like you're investing that emotion into a robot, you know. And at that point, like they're gonna be like alive, you know, at that point. So, but the idea was that like in AI is that like this family lost their kid, and then they adopted a robot,
right?
And the robot just wanted to love them. And I got depressing. No, but it kind of reminds me of that. You know, it's like you're gonna invest this time into this machine that's just meant to, you know, want to be your child, and then it's just gonna be like a machine, you know, an object.
Yeah,
you know, that's crazy.
Well, now with like Chat GPT, and some people are being emotionally attached to these chatbots. Yeah. And I was listening to the story about how, and I think it was Google who had to patch these bots because things got sexual really quick, and people were just sexting these robots.
Oh my god!
Basically,
wow.
Is it kind of like that movie Her? Is it Her?
Yes,
I've heard of Her.
With Scarlett Johansson.
I've never seen it. Scarlett Johansson was the voice.
She's the voice.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
It's kind of sad.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yes,
was the main guy. Phoenix.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
To me, it was sad. I was like,
no, it's very sad.
Because they got attached to the voice. I mean, to the machine.
I'd be attached to that voice too.
yeah.
There was something I wanted to ask you guys.
What you call me?
You know, since you guys are both in loving relationships and love people, and you know I'm gonna die alone.
Stop.
I figured you guys would be perfect to ask.
Don't you have Kevin?
I have Kevin, but he'll break down at some point.
He has me in a dough and he doesn't want to accept that.
All right, so I was listening to this radio show, right? And they brought a story in which I found very interesting. So a woman was diagnosed with a terminal illness, right? And the doctor told her that probably in a few months she'll be in a wheelchair. She might be able to live out the rest of the year, but she is going to die. This woman then asked her husband, like one of her final wishes, I guess. She asked her husband if he was okay with her having sex with an ex.
Oh, because it was just like her final time.
Yeah,
and she just wanted it one more time. Okay, so what's your question?
How do you guys how would you guys react if you were in that situation?
Well,
with her ex.
Yeah,
it's offensive. You know, like that is offensive. You know, like.
But she's dying.
Okay, she's dying.
Like, what are you
gonna
do?
Be with me?
Okay, well, and so with all
you're lacking apparently.
Well, if she's dying, she could just do it and not say something about it too. Like, I'm not trying to be like that person, but I mean, how would you go and ask somebody for hey, I'm dying, can I fuck this person, you know, real quick before I die? Like, that's not the way you do it. And I'm not saying like doing it the other way is any better. I'm just saying like
it's more acceptable.
I'm not saying it's acceptable. You're dying, you know, like I don't know. It's weird.
Okay,
what is the line? I mean, what? Okay.
So if Adolfo were to come to you with this, what would your response be?
I would help him go faster to the afterlife.
I was gonna say, didn't you see the daggers in his eyes right now? He's like, I wish you would.
The fuck? You got me fucked up.
I'm like, you can pretend. I'll give you a doll.
Okay.
What would your reaction be?
Oh no, it's not happening. No.
Because also then like why did you have to wait to that moment to express that type of, you know, like if that's what you wanted, like okay, like why not, if everything was fine in your relationship, right, would you not be able to express yourself about that? You know, I don't know. It's I don't know. Like there's two ways. I don't know. I'm just saying like that's not the time to do it. Like you're dying.
I figure you're dying. That's the perfect time to do it.
Then you should have done it before. Like if you wanted to do something. I guess this is the way like my outlook on life kind of is. Like if there's something that you want to do, just do it. But you're putting somebody in a weird position. I feel like in that situation, especially, I'm dying. Do you give me the permission to do whatever I want to do? Bitch, you should have just done it all your life, like in a sense. I don't know. My thought. Stephanie,
Well, was she just wanting to do it with the ex by themselves, or was she inviting?
I'm assuming it was just by herself.
If it was in my situation, depends on the ex. And then I can join in. No. No. That's weird.
I think that's I think the situation of the dying part is, to me, what is the most uncomfortable of the situation. Because again, like, if you're so bold to have that conversation in that moment where you want an ex, again, if you haven't already done it, right? Like, if you've done it, you didn't say anything about it, well, it is what it is, right? But I'm saying, like, why would you put somebody in that position in that moment? Like, why not put them in a position where you were fine?
Or she's trying to put her ex in a position.
Yes. Or trying to have her ex put her in a position. Yes. I don't know. I think that's the part that kind of makes it worse for me, is like, don't be like, I'm dying. Can I fuck this person? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's the part that makes it worse for me, in my opinion. But that's just me.
Because it makes you think, like, how long have you been thinking about this?
Yeah.
And
then why not talk about that? If that's what, like, if you're going to ask me for permission now that you're dying, like, why didn't you just ask me for permission before we got to this point?
But why is the X on her brain anyway?
Yeah, that D.
That's got to be what it is.
I mean, yeah.
She's missing that vitamin D.
she's been feeling very depressed lately, I hear.
Oh my gosh. Stop. This person's dying. Why are we talking shit about them? Oh my God.
Well, they're bringing up their ex for no reason. Yeah. You have a perfectly capable husband. I don't know. Something must be wrong with the husband.
I mean, yeah. It's just a weird situation. Yeah. The dying part is the worst part to me. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying.
Do we know the other side of the dying person's story? Why is that?
No. That was all they brought out from the story. So okay. I was just wondering what you guys would think, because I have no idea.
Yeah. Interesting.
It would be a no.
Snyder fans have attacked James Gunn again.
Snyder what?
Snyder fans.
Oh.
Fans.
Did it sound kind of weird? I didn't hear fans, bro.
I heard fans, but then it kind of sounds like fangs.
Yeah.
Snyder fans.
It sounded like a combination of a few words.
Snyder fans have attacked James Gunn again. This time for the casting of Jennifer Holland, who is his wife, in the DCU.
Oh.
She plays Hogwarts.
Who? Harcourt. Oh, okay.
Harcourt.
Yeah. Harcourt. Yeah. Harcourt? Isn't that Harcourt? Harcourt.
Yes.
HARCOURT?
Sounds right.
Okay.
So people are really upset because he cast his wife in this.
But that's old news. Like, she was in Peacemaker, what? It's been like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago?
Gunn responded, "The only DC movie I've ever cast my wife in was in the Suicide Squad. I have nothing to do with the casting of any other movie. Anything else was shot a year or so ago while I was deep in Volume 3. But I know some of you are deeply in need of reasons to hate." And David Ayer, who is the director of the first Suicide Squad movie, he came to his defense. So he said, excuse me, "There are those who are committed to taking cheap shots from the grassy knoll. The high road of positivity and creation will always win. Right now you have the hardest job in Hollywood, and you're making it look easy and a little fun too." So Snyder fans were not happy. They started calling him a bootlicker and saying that the only reason he's being nice is so he could get his cut of the Ayer cut released. And he was just like, nah.
Who was she in Suicide Squad?
Harcourt.
She was Harcourt in Suicide Squad?
Yeah. I don't even know if she was in it.
Or was she in like the Office?
That's what I'm assuming. But I
I
don't even remember.
Yeah, but she was there. She was like a really secondary character, like at that time. And then they pulled a bunch of characters from the
Office
scenes, and put her into the movies.
Which one?
The first one. No, second.
The Suicide Squad. Yeah, the
what?
second one, the one without Will Smith.
Okay.
They weren't in the. Okay. They might have been in both.
Yeah, they might have been.
But they're secondary. They're little characters that are like in like, for example, Independence Day that work in the call center for the spaceships. I don't fucking know, but like they're just so secondary characters that they didn't become primary characters until they moved into Peacemaker. Yeah, so I didn't even think I forgot about that until like it was mentioned right now. But she was cool. I mean, like, but at the same time, it's not a big deal. Like,
well, she did. She does her
great.
job. Yeah, she's not Mila Jovovich in all those Resident Evil movies.
yeah.
Because that director's her husband.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Those movies are bad.
those movies are so bad. Wait, so why did they did an interview where like when they casted her? I didn't know that they were related. Like he ended up meeting her at a bar.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
I didn't
gonna have to look into this because there was an interview with the director of I thought Resident Evil. Maybe I'm thinking about The Fifth Element. Never mind.
That's a completely different movie.
It is. Thank you.
Very different.
I thought
Same
they were the
person,
same
but
place.
different.
Yeah, but it was the same universe.
Sure.
No.
James Gunn has hinted that Wonder Woman will be a bigger part of the future of the DCU. They kind of revealed her involvement in Shazam in a trailer, right? Like the last trailer showed that she was in it.
Oh,
And it's like, could you guys not have waited? You know, the movie's almost out.
yeah.
Like that would have been a nice surprise.
Right.
But no, they just had to reveal it in a trailer. She'll be part of Paradise Lost, which is a series that the Game of Thrones like series that is going to be taking place in Themyscira, that island of Amazons.
Yeah.
Which I'm really looking forward
Of
to.
course you are. Yeah.
What?
Yes, I get it.
It looks good.
Yeah.
Very good. He did mention that he's bringing her stories to animation as well. Although like, he's saying that they want to start casting the actors that are doing that are playing the character in live action in the animated.
voices?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know how I feel about that because, like, to me, Susan Eisenberg is always going to be Wonder Woman.
Oh.
And I feel like there's all these people that have been playing these characters for so long that now you're just going to displace to give these big Hollywood actors more
More work.
Yeah, more work instead
Yeah.
of the voice actors community.
Mm-hmm. I see what you're saying.
Like, can you imagine if Kevin Conroy was still around and they replaced Kevin Conroy to put in Robert Pattinson?
Yeah. I feel like it brings some cohesiveness though to it, but
Yeah, that's
I get
what they're
I
trying
get what
to
you're
do.
saying. I get what you're saying. I think it's too late to have to do that. Like it's fine. You can just have different voice actors.
Yeah,
from
and
the actors.
I do feel like that's kind of where Marvel also started falling apart
Mm-hmm.
was when they started integrating these TV shows as part of these movies. Because now you're like, well, I didn't see the show, so I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
And like like some shows cool, you know, like some series you have to get you're trying to get a story out more than anything. But it seems like there's too much. Like there's an oversaturation of things. And what DC wants to do is they want to bring in animation and video games to be part of to tell one whole story.
Then
And
you gotta
I'm
play
like-
the video game.
Yeah, and I'm like,
watch this animated
I don't
series.
want to do that.
That's too much.
Like
yeah.
that's work.
Yeah.
I don't want to play Gotham Knights.
Yeah. Yeah.
Creature Commandos will be the show to kick off Chapter 1 of the DCU.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a fan of that.
I know you are.
Spider-Man Noir is set to get his own Amazon series, but no Nick Cage.
Oh, I'm okay with that.
Well, it's supposed to be live action
Live action.
Yeah.
So why isn't it on Disney Plus? Oh,
because
Sony.
Sony owns live action stuff.
Damn. Spider-Man Noir is really interesting. I like the character and I like the noir vibe of the comic book, as well as there was a video game called Shattered Dimensions.
Yes.
Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, where like you got to play as Noir. And it was really, I like the design of the character. I like the design of the world. I love the villains, how they were so like retro looking, and it just had that dark vibe. It was so awesome. That sounds cool. I just don't know a live action. It could be animated, I think.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that, because I love the live action stuff, but budget restraints for a character like Spider-Man that is
Big.
a lot of CGI stuff.
Yeah.
Because chances are he's not really swinging on stuff and walking up walls.
Yeah. He's very Noir is more like a Batman vibe.
Yeah.
You know, it's like he works in like the shadows more and stuff like that too. Hence the dark suit that he has.
And a gun.
And a gun? He has a gun?
Yes.
I don't remember a gun. In the game I played, at least he didn't have a gun. But I mean, yeah. I love Spider-Man stuff, so I'd like to see it.
Well, they're also doing a Silk Spider Society TV show. I'm not sure if that one's going to be on Amazon. I don't know what's going on with that, actually. Like, there's not really much information.
Yeah. There's on Disney Plus, there's Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. I thought it was only going to be on like Disney TV or whatever it was called.
Devil Dinosaur?
Devil Dinosaur. It's the Moon Girl is like, it's like her partner, Moon Girl's partner, Devil Dinosaur. It's a giant red T-Rex. You've never heard of Devil Dinosaur?
I don't think so.
He was actually even in that series that was really bad on Hulu.
The Runaways?
The Runaways, yes. There was a Moon Girl and there was a Devil Dinosaur, kinda. it didn't have the same effect that I think that they were trying to go for because the CG wasn't great but I think it was just like it was like in a basement or something like that, like a lot of the time.
What?
Yeah, well the dinosaur was like hidden most of the time, and then I feel like that I never got to see it really until they showed it. Stop. So Devil Dinosaur it's like a dinosaur from a different dimension that somehow has connected to Moon Girl. Moon Girl, she's a really smart girl, so she creates a lot of tech from what I've been seeing in the series. And she somehow created a portal where the dinosaur came into the world and has like a psychic connection or communicates somehow with her. And they're like partners in stopping crime and stuff like that. So it's a really cute animation. I love the music. Like if you guys...
Which is exactly what you want from animation.
Well, the music is really good as well, but the animation is great. It's not really your type of vibe though, because you're like lame. But
I've been called worse by better.
but I think it's really cute. Like the series is really cute. They use a lot of like Spanish and stuff like that in it too. So other languages.
Real Spanish.
Real Spanish.
That tickles me.
I'm sure.
Let's talk some Hogwarts.
I was just gonna say, are we gonna? Because you said tickle, and I was gonna say, did you get to the part with tickling the pear?
Go on.
Stop.
Have you gotten there?
I just finished the game yesterday.
Did you tickle the pear or not, bro? What the heck?
I don't remember this.
Where you had to go? I don't know. What house are you in?
A Ravenclaw.
Oh, I got signed to Gryffindor.
You seem so disappointed.
I am.
What were you
I'm
aiming for?
originally Slytherin.
Of course.
That's who
Obviously.
I am. Yes.
You don't seem that evil.
That's how you know.
You are a Pisces, though. So
I don't know what that means.
you would say that as a Leo.
But no, for some reason, my character just seemed Gryffindor, so I just stuck with it because I forgot my login information for I forgot. You could sync your game.
Like a Hogwarts thing, right?
You could sync your Hogwarts game from your phone to the game, but I forgot the login information, so I got into Gryffindor.
You poor thing.
But
What will the people say? What will people think?
I don't know. So I can create my original person for Slytherin later, but with my character now, she is doing a mission for Fig where they had to get the missing pages. And part of that, you had to go find, you're with Nearly Headless Nick. Is that his name? The ghost that wasn't...
He's like, his
Yes.
head just, yeah.
So he is like, you have to go down to the kitchen to get rotten roast beef. But in order
I didn't do this at all.
No, in order
I wonder
to,
if it's just because it's like two different houses type of thing.
Probably.
That's interesting.
maybe because there's different storylines for different houses. So you have, in order to get to the kitchen, you have to go to one of the paintings, and he says tickle the pear, and I was like, I gotta do what? So, yeah, you tickle a pear.
You missed out.
You can still do it. You just have to get to the not dungeon, because I think that's Slytherin's dungeon, but you have to get somewhere underground to get to the kitchen where the elves cook. Not kill. They cook.
I heard kiss. Where the elves kiss.
I was going to say kill, but I meant cook. But yeah.
Nope, have not done that.
No,
Wow.
but yeah,
I
it's a
did not
player.
have that.
Do you play like a lot of the side quests?
I have.
No.
I think I completed the 32 side missions that it says.
Jesus.
Yeah. I think I've done everything except collect all 150 field pages.
Oh.
I got I think I got 101. And I'm not going to keep looking for them.
Yeah. Because once you like lose track of where one of them
Yeah.
was, then you're like, it's impossible. You gotta start tracking that stuff from the beginning.
Yeah, and I'm not. I didn't do that.
Yeah.
So, that was me.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about the game? Like over, how far are you?
I can't get fat. Can't get fat. Oh my god.
It's very easy.
No, I know that's easy. No, but I can't I can't complete the first trial for some reason.
Which one's that one?
The giant.
With the
The giant
giant.
crucible or something like that.
Yeah, he looks like. You watched Thor already, right?
Mm-hmm.
He looks like that. Oh, what the hell are they called? Yeah, but he looks like that
Yeah.
robot
Mhm.
in Thor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't seem to. I finally figured out. I had to research it. I was like, how do you kill this thing? I figured it out. So you have to blast its orb. I was waiting. You have to blast its orb, but you have to wait to see what color it is. But you have to do it at a specific time.
Oh, yeah, because I didn't get to do that at all. Because it gives you little, I guess, objectives while you're doing it, like for side objectives while you're in battles, and one of them was destroy the orb while it's charging, and it just never worked, and so I ran away.
No, you have to. How do you run away?
Like
you never completed it?
Yeah, I beat it.
Oh.
I mean, I just ran away when he was charging,
Oh no, I'm slow.
and avoided the blast altogether.
Yeah. You have to wait,
Never.
depending on the because when you did you do the
Again, not the game.
you're
So
done with the game. So you know how you do the practice rounds where you have to join that. I don't know if it's part of that team. Because like I said, I'm Gryffindor, so I don't know what Ravenclaw's things were, but you have to join this dueling contest.
Oh yeah. I did that.
So part of the practicing to destroy their protection, you have to use specific spells.
Yes, that honestly, I just figured out how to do that like near the end.
Yeah. Well, that's what I figured out you have to do to destroy that orb.
Yeah, see, I figured that out probably like 3 days ago, and I beat the game yesterday.
Damn.
But every once in a while, you'll come up against enemies that have a shield, and it's colored. Like it's either red,
Colored?
purple, or yellow.
Yeah, they're
yes.
colored.
Colored. No, I'm just joking. No, I'm just joking.
Yes, so either red, yellow, or purple, and you can't hit them unless you hit them with an attack from that specific
Color.
color wheel. Yeah.
Ah.
So I just figured that out. What I would do is I would drink this potion that makes your spell stronger, so then you could shoot through the shield no matter what.
The maximum.
Yeah, and then that's how I kept doing things.
Wow.
But also, I leveled up a lot. There was at one point where I went to do a mission and it said suggested level 7, and I was like level 32.
Yeah.
So it makes things easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I skipped a lot because I kept advancing.
Oh, you just kept going to storyline missions?
Yeah, I just kept doing side missions and I kept advancing, but then it would say level 2. I'm like, oh, this is easy. But then when I got to the first trial where I actually started to do my actual missions that I was supposed to do, I'm like, wait. I'm like, because I did those missions, that made it seem easy. This is something I should have built myself up for. Yeah, I can't get past it.
I believe in you.
I just saved standing in my little corner. I was like, I'm saving you. I'm like, I'll come back later. I don't want to. I know once I'm done getting this giant thing that mission is over.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't want to do it right now. So Hogwarts is on hold right now.
I feel you on that.
I have had issues with bugs in this game. And at first, it wasn't like very game breaking. Like, there's one where the cape would just clip through, and all of a sudden, the robe would just be clipping through your character while you're running around.
Crazy.
There are times where I would literally just fall through the world and end up in the ground.
Yeah.
I'd have to teleport out. Yeah. But like I said, not very game breaking stuff. And then there was one where I had to do this puzzle, right? And I completed the first 2 out of 3, but the third one I could not figure it out. Like I just couldn't figure it out. I was like, this makes no sense. What the hell am I doing wrong? So finally, I gave in and I went online. And when they showed it, the room that puzzle takes place looks completely different. And I was like,
Oh.
what the hell?
Really?
Like it
Yeah.
loaded wrong.
Whoa.
So there were, because when I was doing it, you have to move these blocks around.
Mm-hmm.
And the blocks would go through certain
Too rough, buddy.
the blocks would go through certain walls. And I was like, how do I know which walls this fucking block could go through? But then I couldn't use any spells on the blocks when they were in those walls. So I kept having to reset, and I was so frustrated. I spent like 2 hours trying to do this and trying to figure it out, mad as hell. But yeah, like as soon as I loaded, I looked it up on YouTube. I was like, that room does not look the same. And yeah, like I restarted the game, and sure enough, like the game just hadn't loaded correctly.
So that's all it takes is just a restart to it
Yeah.
as well. Oh, okay. You should have took a break then. Like then you would have been fine, you know.
Well, the thing is, and I'm sure PlayStation does this too, because my Xbox at least, I could always just jump right back into the game. Like I've maybe seen that start screen like 3 times since I've had it.
Got it. Yeah.
As soon as I just click on Hogwarts, like exactly where I left off comes
Yeah.
up, right?
Like a. It just holds a place for you. Yeah.
So that might have been why.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of things where I'm like, is that magic or is the game broken? You know, like
That's a cool. See, there you go. That's how you cover it up. Add magic to the game
I haven't had any glitches. Or
that you know of.
that I know of. I'm like, maybe
That you
I
know
was
of.
like, maybe that's what's supposed to happen. I don't know. Books fly everywhere, so I'm like, I don't know.
yeah, like there was one where there were 2 students sitting on a bench, right, having a conversation, and as I walked by them, one student just starts sliding away from the other one.
What the-
He's still in seating position, but he's just sliding down, and they're still having a conversation.
That's
No,
funny.
I haven't had any issues on my game.
Oh, and yours is PlayStation. Yours is Xbox, right?
Yes.
Interesting.
And I also posted a video on my Snapchat of there's this one wizard I was dueling. He's running away, but he's stuck in a corner. So and he's still trash talking me, you know, telling me that he's gonna kill me, but he's stuck in this corner trying to run away, and you just see him kind of like turning and turning back, and then like running and running. So I'm just shooting at him little by little.
Yeah.
The world I found pretty bland. Like I actually like this game. I would give it a strong 7, right? But the world feels a little empty. Like it has so much stuff, but nothing in it as well. Like it's big, but they don't know how to use it. You know?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of characters that you just can't interact with. There's a lot of repeating dialogue. One of the updates they just did was to cut some of the repeating dialogue because it just happens constantly. Where whenever you go to Hogsmeade, you just hear all roads lead to Hogsmeade, or whenever you visit a town, he's like, "This is like a town in a storybook." Whenever you teleport, the lady, you don't know how difficult travel was before I invented flu powder. Every single time.
Every single time you use it.
Yeah, which is really annoying.
Off to another adventure, I see.
Yes, like, it's the same lines over and over and over again. The voice acting is pretty bland, but the game is fun.
It is.
It really is. It's fun. I would rather use the broom than the other cool animals that you get to ride, because
I'm not there yet.
Spoilers.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
yeah, like you get either a hippogriff or what's it called, the Thetrus. that thing that only people that have seen death can see.
I don't know the name, but I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
And there's a third one too that I don't remember. But it takes too long. Like to
Summon?
yeah.
Oh.
So I just jump on the broom everywhere. And it's
Is he
a lot
just carrying
easier.
a broom with him all the time?
That broom just
It
materializes.
just comes, it just comes out of nowhere.
But one of the cool things that I really did like, and I wish that they would have done more of in the game, is that you do get to hunt down beasts, right? And capture them, and then bring them to this vivarium, and you can feed them and pet them, and then they give you items you could use to power up your clothing and stuff. It's really cool. But I think there's only like 12, maybe
Yeah.
13. I think there are 13 of them, and I was like, oh, if there were more, it would have been a lot more fun.
Yeah.
So you got to capture a unicorn.
I got a unicorn.
Nice.
And they also you can breed them.
You get baby unicorns?
And I got a baby Thestral right now
Oh.
because that's part of the story.
Oh, okay.
So I only have one, but the goal is like 10, and I'm like, I'm just gonna do this.
Sounds like
over and
Pokemon.
over. Yeah, very very Pokemon-ish, Pokemon light.
One of my favorite things, I don't know why it's my favorite because it just was so random. I was running somewhere and I saw the sheep or something just in this little eating his grass. The dragon just grabbed it and flew away. And I was like, oh, we're doing that in this game now. Dragons grabbing sheep. At least it's not people.
They know what they like. No, but overall, like the game is fun. It is. It's a lot of fun. I would get lost in it, like just running around the world.
That's cool.
I wish there was more to it because I've played games like Red Dead Redemption, where characters really react to what you do and all that. Here, everyone's just kind of there.
They're doing their own thing.
Yeah. But it's so bland. Like nobody
Yeah.
really talks to you unless they're giving you a mission. Missions are very, very cut and dry. At some point, I was just teleporting all over the place because I'm just like, I'm not gonna walk.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fly. Like I'm just gonna
Exactly.
teleport. Like there is a teleporter pretty much right next to every mission objective.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just like, it's right there. I'll just go there. But I like the game.
Cool.
I do.
I love it.
That's awesome.
When I look at the map, it'll show you little dots of like different habitats of what you need for your potions and stuff. Discovered that, and I was like, how can I get there? Because it was before I got the broom.
Oh.
And I was like, I haven't done the flu powder or flu thing over there, so I have to actually walk over there.
Yeah.
That was a mission, but I did find that. And then how I discovered how to get the moonstone was by accident. I accidentally hit the button, and then it did it. I was like, oh, I knew I could get them. I just didn't know how.
This is very Pokemon. Yeah. That sounds like something that they should dive more into though, because they do have like the whole Fantastic Beasts series and everything like that. And like people like collecting stuff in games. Like I think that's like
I think it depends on what though, because at some point I just got tired of collecting those goddamn field pages.
well where it becomes too much. Yeah. Yeah. I've always
like
been
the Riddler trophies in the Batman Arkham series.
Oh, I don't never played that.
No?
Riddler trophies. Why?
Because there were so many of them.
Yeah.
And you couldn't like get the real ending unless you collected all of them.
Damn.
But see, I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't found all the pages yet. I think I'm only at 68. Again,
Damn.
like I'm still not too. I keep when I'm. This game is so ADD for me. I will be on one task and then all of a sudden I'm like,
See
oh,
another
this
thing.
is something
Yeah.
else. So I have so many
Yeah.
things that are going on that I'm just like,
Yeah.
I need to focus on something.
Right.
Something I did enjoy were the battle arenas. There are 3 of them, and I wish there were more. Because, like, after you complete all 3 of them, it's like, all right, well, this is pointless.
It's such a big world that they could do so many different types of games and types of things that they could do with the game. That sounds really interesting. Like you say, you have battle arenas. You could even like they've done sports games like the Quidditch game. Is that what it's called?
Quidditch
There's
is
no
not
Quidditch in
allowed.
this game, but they have done Quidditch in
Games,
like,
right?
previous
Yeah,
games.
I was gonna say there's like those games, but it's not allowed in this game. Why?
I think they just didn't want to
at it.
Program it.
Well, I don't know. I would suck at it because I spin around in my broom.
Just as you're trying to fly.
No, I'm trying to get a balloon and I miss it, and so I just keep circling around instead of hitting it, and I'm just like,
This is a woman shouldn't drive.
I don't drive.
So Ash drives though. So,
She does, yeah.
so God, Jose, I hate you. No, yeah, you guys have really inspired me to play God of War, by the way. Because it's still sitting there, and I love the first God of War, and it had a lot of like really cool missions. So now I'm just thinking to myself, oh, I want to play God of War now, finally.
Wow.
I haven't downloaded.
You haven't downloaded? Yeah, same.
You haven't played it either?
Not yet, because I got stuck on Hogwarts.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm phasing out of my DVD stuff because I was kind of telling you a little bit earlier. DVD is really like a toxic like environment. I feel like a lot of like the streamers that I watch, or a streamer that I watch, or even some of the Twitter stuff. Randomly going off on a tangent about Dead by Daylight. It's become like the game is becoming very much. It's online. The good thing about me is that I play it on a Switch, so I can't see the chats or responses to the way I played the game, right? Mm-hmm. And I personally think that there's a strategy to the game, like to take out one of the players right away, right? Mm-hmm. People call it tunneling in the game, right? You focus on one character, on one survivor, take them out. It reduces how efficient they are, right?
Yeah,
as a team.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so there's 5 generators they have to complete. You take one out. They're only at 75% capacity in what they can do, right? People don't like that style of playing, but to me, it makes so much sense because it's just makes sense. Like, take one of them out. Who cares if they get upset, right? It's a game at the end of the day. There's this thing called a survivor's handbook that basically tells killers, survivor's rule book, something like that. Anyway, that basically tells killers how they're allowed to kill. Yeah, how they're allowed to kill. You can't kill this. You can't hook the same person in a row, basically like back to back, right? And so
if you see the same person, like you just let them go.
Yeah, you're supposed to just let me go try to find the other person that just unhooked you, right? Like to me, that's illogical, right? Yes. But it's that type of game where it's very one-sided because obviously there's 4 survivors and 1 killer. Yeah. Which to me has always kind of been a problem, and part of the issue with the game is that like if these 4 people all play together, let's say they're all friends because that's something else they can do. They can communicate, through Discord. And there's 1 killer, then they're obviously it's going to be heavier on the survivor side than on the killer side. So I'm phasing out of it because of the fact that there's so many rules. People get so offended by everything. Like I go on Twitter just to look up, some information or follow a streamer that I watch, right? And there's people just attacking him for like, hey, like this is how we can improve the game for everybody to have fun. Mm-hmm. And it's escalating so much that even to like the new killer that they released doesn't seem very fun. She's called the Skull Merchant, but it's just
she sells head.
She chops your head off. How about that? She chops your head off. No, but it's supposed to be like a predator type of character. But it just was really boring. Like it didn't appeal to me. Yeah. At all. So I'm kind of phasing out of that. I've been playing a lot of what's called Snap. It's Marvel Snap. It's like a card game. I think I might have told you about this. No. Anyway, you get cards, and the way the more you progress in the game, the more cards you unlock. So you don't really have to buy. Although they do a season pass type of thing if you want to get extra cards type of thing. But it's just a simple like mobile game. Okay. You play cards, you get different cards do different abilities. Actually, Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur are on my cards. So like
just like Yu-Gi-Oh?
It's kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh. There's three different spots, 3 different bases, and then whoever wins the most amount of damage or does the most amount in points wins that specific area. So you get 6 turns to try to take over as much of the board as you can. So and you use cards. So it's a lot of fun. That's what I've been into. So now I'm going to play God of War.
I don't believe you. When are you going to get to God of War?
Soon.
I don't believe you either.
No, soon. I want to, because like I said, I'm stuck on Hogwarts and I'm not in the mood. No.
I get it.
Who's that Pokemon?
You're not going to introduce me or anything? The fuck?
So Professor Jaime, please tell us.
Who's that Pokemon?
Oh my God.
It's been a while.
All of a sudden, It's been 2 weeks, Jose. Fuck you. No, I love Pokemon. I need to get you the sounds for these guys, and I keep forgetting. But it did feel like a really long time since our last show for me. Adolfo said it's like, damn, we're recording already. I'm like, yeah, but it felt like a long time. We missed you. That's why. That's what it was.
That's true.
Aw.
Yeah.
I missed you guys too.
Aw. Not Jose though.
She has to say that.
Yeah, for the show, just because we said it. This week's Pokemon is Nimble. Nimble. I think that's how you say his name. Like Nimble. I don't know.
I say nimble.
Okay, cool. That's what I say too. It's really, I think it's a cute little design for it, and it was one of the Pokemon that I had never seen before. So when I ran into it, I was like, "What the fuck is that?" it made my day.
It seems like a logical reaction.
Yes. It was a little. It's so tiny in the
So
game
tiny,
too.
and it's annoying.
It's annoying because you run into it, right? Like, because you sometimes in the game you just want to go,
right.
and then you run into Nimbles. You like run them over, and they want to battle. So. Yeah, this is the Grasshopper Pokemon. It is National Pokedex number 919, and its typing is. What do you think that type is?
Bug.
Did you see it? Cheater.
No, you said it is a grasshopper Pokemon.
It is the bug type Pokemon. That is a type.
Is grasshopper a type?
Not grasshopper.
Yeah.
That's why I said the bug.
That's why I said the bug, because you said a grasshopper.
Okay. So we're in agreement that it's a bug Pokemon. It is. All right. So Nimble, it says in Pokemon Scarlet. It says it has its third set of legs folded up. When it's in a tough spot, this Pokemon jumps over 30 feet using the strength of its legs.
Same.
Look at those are legs.
Wow.
In Pokemon Violet, it says it's highly skilled at a fighting style in which it uses its jumping capabilities to dodge incoming attacks while also dealing damage to its opponents. It's not really of an interesting Pokemon.
I'm glad you brought it.
I have to talk about them all. I feel like but it's cute, and it's the size of like an ant in the game.
Yeah, it's adorable.
It's something.
It evolves. It evolves at level 24, and it evolves into Lokix. Have you seen Lokix?
I have.
Yeah, Lokix. What typing do you think that one is,
Bug.
Jose? It is bug. There's also another type
Fighting.
to it. No, but that's a really good guess.
Because
give you
I
that.
heard kick, so
Yeah, it's a really good guess. Do you know what typing it is?
I
normal.
want to say normal,
No.
but I don't think so.
Yeah.
It's
Dark.
Bug and
Cheater, stop looking at my screen.
Oh.
He saw it. He's
Shut
faking it. It's like dark. It only says dark right there. Yeah, but it's dark. Its shiny is really cool looking though. It's like this neon green.
Oh yeah, I ran
Yeah.
into it.
You caught it?
I caught it.
Oh, okay, good.
Did I catch it?
I'm like, did it
Or
run
was it
away?
another Azrael?
Oh,
I think I got it. No, Ashley got it because I told her I don't want to do it because I'm gonna destroy it again.
Good. If you run into him, just say I'm showing the camera. Sorry.
It's on words.
What the fudge? I was gonna cuss, but I caught myself.
Yeah, good job.
For the children. For the children.
Fuck them kids.
Stop! Oh my god. Okay. So this is sorry, Stephanie. on a random related tangent. Okay, so I told Adolfo that we should create bumper stickers. You know how like some bumper stickers say "baby on board." The sticker would say "fuck your kids." Fuck your baby. Oh, fuck your baby. That's what it was gonna be. Fuck your baby. I'm like, I'm such an asshole. I told Adolfo, I was like, I'm such an asshole for thinking of that because like, fuck your baby. You know, it's funny because those people are the ones that drive the craziest.
Yeah.
Too.
Because they know you'll probably move.
I told him that there's already some that are like that say, "My child beat up your honorable student."
Oh my god. No, I don't. It's just me being an asshole, but yeah. Stop. So mean. All right.
Thank you.
So about Lokix, in Pokemon Scarlet, it says when it decides to fight all out, it stands on its previously folded legs to enter showdown mode. Oh.
Same.
It neutralizes its enemies in short order. Yeah, so in the game, it really like it puts these legs down and it just like kicks you with your other legs, like really crazy. So it's a cool design to a Pokemon. I like it. In Pokemon Violet, it says it uses its normal folded third set of legs when in showdown mode. This places a huge burden on its body, so it can't stay in that mode for too long. But that was it about Lokix. I'm pretty surprised that it wasn't a lot more interesting. Like they didn't really talk about their dark type, why they're dark type. Like aside from it kicks, then they should have just made it a fighting type,
Right?
and it would have been like more focused around.
And then I would have
It's
been
fighting.
right.
And then you would have been right. Yeah, it was a really good guess. But that was our Pokemon of the week. Lokix, not Jaime's Pokedex, whatever. It's Nimbo and Lokix for the Pokemon for the week. That's it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Maybe the next one will be a little bit more interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that's our show for the day.
Yep. It is.
Do you guys have anything else to add?
No.
I'm good.
All right, have a week.
Bye.
Bye.